Not being funny, I can drive this car with 35% tyres remaining, so...
Vanno, I put the stream up too.
Right, so my tyres are, yeah, low 90s, late 80s. I did 23 laps, I think.
Jesus, you could triple stint as well.
Car approaching, watch your mirrors.
I'm just thinking, while the track's quite cool in the early on.
Oh yeah, 90% all the way around for me.
See, fuel saving does work. That's the long left is what kills the tyres.
Car left. Left is clear now.
You having fun there, Struck?
What do you mean?
The traffic?
Oh yeah, I couldn't get around. It's on cold tires.
Clear left.
Oh, is this your outlap?
Yeah. I got fucking meatball with like 5 laps remaining.
Yeah, sucks, man.
Now I'm gonna do the same thing to Spig. Blue flag, blue flag.
Car right. Clear right side.
That's one advantage we do get in the race. The guys in front will be getting blue flags. So they'll be well aware.
Yeah, bear in mind we'll be getting so many, particularly in the GT3s, that some will probably pay less attention than others.
Yeah, they
It's
only
not
come a
first
second
one
and a half
that's
back.
The problem, it's the second one.
Yeah, this is true. Particularly if we've got like a GTE behind us. The most dangerous one seems to be when there's a GTE right behind who's desperate to get past, and then LMP2 comes upon that fight, or them being overly aggressive and taking up huge amounts of track.
I really don't want to be aggressive at the start of the race, because what's the fucking point, really? I mean, you're not going to win anything.
The race is won on the first lap at the first corner, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
Roger.
I mean, isn't that how Senna won his championship? First lap,
Suzuka.
first corner.
Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace.
It's like Monaco in that respect, then. Fed up
That was
of
bad.
slower cars. Every time I catch up to a slower car, they make a fatal error and go wide or blow the corner. Stop looking at me and focus on yourself. Fucking idiots. Turn your mirrors off.
I don't ask that. It is quite easy to do though, particularly if you've been punted from behind by LMPs. Like you're watching them going, where are you going? And they're going, what are you going to do to me?
The fucking throw.
Did your wheel do that to you?
No, I did it to myself.
Oh.
Fucking hate this car.
I actually really like this car.
I
Pit exit's
genuinely
clear. Stay behind the white
despise this
line.
car.
What was that?
I just don't like it. It doesn't suit my driving style. I feel like I am consistently on edge with it, and If at any point I need to like correct or if I make a little bit of a mistake, I'm gone. Like there's days where I'm really good in the car and there's days where I'm not, and the days where I'm not really make me think like, man, I don't want to drive this car anymore.
Jesus.
I mean, I've always preferred GT cars to prototypes.
Yeah, but the fucking competition sucks.
Dude,
With
it's
GT.
gonna suck everywhere when you only have like 2K I rating. If you want to get good competition, you need to get into like the 3-4K I rating to have fun. Like your competition's always going to be piss poor in the lower tiers because that's like, I don't know, somebody did a they did not necessarily a poll but like a spreadsheet that showed the average I rating on iRacing is like, let's say it's out of 10,000 users. I know there's more than that, but out of 10,000 users, 7,000 of them were 2K I rating or below. So that means that there is just like this small margin that leads all the way, like it went all the way up to 8K I rating. And there's only like 4 people on the service that have 8K I rating. So it's like the majority of people on here are 2K plebs. So you're always, unless you like branch out and you can really like build your I rating and get up there, you're always going to have the same level of competition no matter where you go.
Well, I'm never going to build my I rating, to be honest, because I never drive it apart from
Exactly.
these events. So
it's like I don't, it's not like I'm not gonna like enjoy driving
gone
the
outside
car.
of
I
track
have
limits
fun
there.
in the car, but I'm not, this isn't gonna be one of those things where it's like, hey, what car do we want to do? I'm not gonna pipe up and say the LMP2.
I will.
It's fine. Because Vanno made a point before where it was like, if we continue to do endurance races, we should really stick with one single car. Get very good in that one car.
On your right. The right is clear, right side is clear now.
GT is just, I don't know, it's just there's too many in that car.
Not in the GT3s, it's mostly GTEs, isn't it?
Yeah, but you know what I mean, like, there's too many, you know, this car, you're either good or you're absolutely crap.
Yeah, and I'm in the bottom tier.
I'm in the bottom. I'm loving it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm the worst
Let's just see
LMP2
how the
driver
race
on
goes
the right now.
for,
Yeah, and I'm generally salty because of my wheelbase. Like, I'm just upset about that in general, so I may be deflecting a bit there.
What's wrong with your wheelbase?
Sector 2
I
is
have to send it
1.2
back.
off the pace.
Oh, shit.
After like an hour and a half, like in between like 30 minutes to an hour and a half of use, I get this weird notch in the middle where it's like, I can literally, like it still detects my movement, but I can clunk the wheel side to side and have 0 force feedback for like 4 degrees. And then it doesn't like pick the wheel. Yeah, it is the weirdest fucking thing. And like I sent them a video and it was really bad last night. Like I did like an hour and a half in the car, and then when I got out it was like conk, 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 conk in the center, and then I could just like really smoothly move it outside of those like 5 degrees in the middle.
You're currently 2.7 off the
It
leader's
was the
pace.
worst.
Your
And I
lap
sent
time
them
was
a video of it
148.89.
and explaining what was happening, and they're like, yep, send it back.
to
But
be
I
honest,
won't.
that's probably why you're struggling with the car a lot.
No, that's not it. Like, it doesn't do it. It's not doing it right now. But like, it's one of those things that while you're driving, you start to feel that happening. Like halfway through, you're like, okay, I feel a bump. I feel doing this thing, and then it goes from, am I hitting my marks, to you're going down the straight, wiggling the wheel side to side. Like, is it doing it? And you're completely distracted at that point. Like, you're no longer focused on what you're doing. And it's so hard to ignore it, because if you want to make like those like minute changes at high speed in a straight line, you can't, because it's like you're being held back. There's like this weird rigid point that you're trying to hit, and then when you finally hit it, you're like clunk, and you jumped 2 degrees trying to do it. But the only thing is, like, I have to wait for them to receive the old base before I can get the new base.
Our left.
Which means I will miss
The left side is clear.
Yeah. You might get it before then, but then you won't have a lot of time.
I doubt it, because they say that you can't, you know, even if you do the pay for the faster shipping, they're not going to reimburse you for the faster shipping. They say to pay for the lowest level of shipping, and they'll reimburse you for that, and it's in California, so it's like it has to go across the entire country before I get it back.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm pretty salty about that.
It's always fucking California, isn't it?
Sector 3 is 1.6 seconds off the pace.
Yeah, I just did my fastest lap. Like, really, really fuel saving. Like, really paying attention. Just do it. So, it can be done. You're right.
But I seem to have found like a semi-solution for it, where like if I take the wheel and I go full lock to lock, it kind of like gets rid of that zone. So, I don't fucking know.
Sounds like
Like,
it's almost a
actually physically,
calibration.
like, smooths it out.
Yeah, and it's like one of those things about these belt-driven wheels. Like sometimes they sit in a warehouse for a while, and the belts develop like grooves in them, ridges, whatever it may be. But this doesn't feel like that. Like it feels like the force feedback. It's almost like I thought it was drivers at first. I thought it was just the drivers were being weird and I couldn't handle it. So I was like, okay, I'll reinstall the drivers, and I did that. And now it's like it does the same thing but a little bit differently. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know anymore. They say don't take it apart, and I really want to take it apart and play with it, but I'm not allowed to.
No, I was going to say you do that. Yeah.
Bye-bye warranty.
To be fair, they're good service, customer service though.
Yeah, they do. I mean, it took them like 4 days to get back to me, probably because they were scratching their heads like, what the hell is this guy talking about?
Another pleb.
This boomer, man. I'll remind you every pit stop to give you a wheel of walkover.
Yeah, exactly.
My first lap is,
Sector 3 is 0.8
I'm
off the
basically
pace.
fast lapping while I'm fuel saving. Like, I don't know how I'm doing it.
Don't
I
think.
got a
On your right. Right is clear now.
Okay, don't think.
Don't think.
No,
Easy.
don't.
Done.
Seriously, don't
Say no more.
think. That's the way to do it. I cringe every time I see a car excellent pits as I'm going on turn one.
But for me, with like the car choice, it's not so much the fact that like I dislike the LMP2 as a car. It's a magnificent car. It's a lot of fun to drive. It's just I like brand recognition. I can't look at this car and be like, oh, that's a car I know. It's just like, yep, it's another prototype.
That is.
Like same deal. Like if they ever bring the Cadillac DPI in, it's like, yeah, it's nifty. It's a Cadillac, and you can kind of like see the sharp edges that Cadillacs have now. But like, I like being able to look at a GT car and like know that I like that car as a car. And be
Sector
like,
2
I
is
wanna
a second
drive
off
that.
the pace.
There's more of a connection to the car than there is like this box of downforce that says Delara.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I genuinely enjoy the Corvette. I think it's a good-looking car. I think it drives really well, and I just like looking at it, really. And like, I like looking at the Delara, but
Yeah,
I like
even
looking
if
at the
somebody doesn't
Corvette
really, even if somebody doesn't really like American cars, I love the Corvette C. Is it 7 or 8?
the 8.
Yeah, 8. Gorgeous.
So are we doing the race tomorrow on the Corvette then?
Yep, yeah, we'll make the change.
Yep, fuck it.
Sector 3 is 0.8 off the
But like,
pace.
when we start doing ACC, like, that's when I'll really like it, because there's so many different manufacturers to choose from. And just to be able to like pick a car and enjoy it. I like
And
the
they
Aston too.
They actually look like the real thing as well.
Exactly.
I mean, they're not
They
like,
look and they
you know,
sound, and allegedly they feel.
Bullhead would be absolutely raging if he heard you say that about ACC.
Let's just not mention.
Yeah, it's like Bullhead's like the abusive like
You're
dad.
second off the
It's just
pace
like,
in
hey,
sector
what were
1.
you doing there? Were you playing ACC? No, we weren't.
Yeah, that, honestly,
I mean, I don't want to. I feel bad. I'm not like. Don't mean to shit talk the guy while he's away. He is very
Yeah.
good lad, but he
He
can
does the
be
same
very.
thing.
He can be very.
well, let's just say
Very
his
safe.
opinion is very easily swayed, depending on who he's listening to at the time.
I
It's
don't.
not.
No, trust me, it's not me. It's big of any discussion with the man.
Like I said, it depends on who you're talking to, who he's talking to.
No, I feel like though with Bullhead, it's like he gets an idea in his head and he cannot see any other way. Like for some reason, and this is for any developer of like any, you know, any sort of franchise, he always like forgets his own rights as a consumer and immediately takes their side on everything. Like, 'cause, you know, I often talk about how it's an absolute disgrace that it's, you know, on iRacing they charge you monthly per track and then host a fucking online session, and then, you know, he defends this practice.
Sector 3 is 0.7 off the pace.
100% TCR Nords, right?
I can't wait for the TCR at North Life. I can't wait.
Yeah, I was genuinely excited for that race too. Fuck!
Yeah, I did a few laps of practice before I got heavy on this one, so I'm up for it. Part of me kind of wishes that we were doing GT3 now. I've got so used to a GT3 car, but you know, never mind.
How many seats are there in the Nordschleife team? Because I know it's 24.
Sector
so
1 is 0.6 off the pace.
Two teams.
Well, I think I'd like this big. I'd like to see you drive this.
I'd like to. Well, we're not going to do two teams, and you know, as long as I don't fuck up everything this Sunday.
Well, I mean, I won't
it.
be in attendance, so there's one less person that would normally be on the team. I mean, I'll be present, but I won't be driving.
You give me a present.
Chief spotter.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Left
Yeah, I have
side.
no problem doing
Clear
that.
on the left now.
Chief fucking Bullington, alright. Go faster, you fat.
Mans came to a complete stop. Decided, no, I need to stop
On your
and
left.
inspect the apex.
Clear on the
and
left.
then ensure the apex is safe.
Was his name Brandon by any chance?
He was Miguel Angel Molino.
Oh god.
Has he got three names?
He does.
Isn't that a red flag, generally?
Red flag, immediate red flag.
Don't make me laugh. You just cashed me out because you made me laugh, you fucking assholes.
Sector 3 is 1.4 seconds off the pace.
Damn it, there's no one gone.
Yeah. No funny man tomorrow.
Oh, you'll be proud of me, Wolf. It says 10-8 on lap and 13-9.
Yep. And you're doing good lap times too.
On what I said before, though, how many seats is there for Nordschleife? Because obviously being the new guy and also being one of the least experienced guys, I know that, you know,
Front end's gone on the car. Fuck it.
obviously
I'm
there'll
not
be
sure.
other...
I'm not sure if I'm doing it, to be honest. So, yeah, my seat will probably be available.
Let's see.
Biggs, when you overtook me that time, was I easy to read, or were you just expecting it because we'd done it
That
before?
was better. I didn't know if I was fucking you up
No,
That
I
accident
always.
was a 41-second repair. Fuck.
What was your session called again, guys? Sorry. Just see if there's...
780.
there. 780.
Sector 2 is 0.37 off the pace.
It's an official session.
Oh, it's an official session?
Yeah, it's not a hosted session.
Current series...
Saving 12 hours.
Crazy. It's weird it's actually here.
Oh, there is a race ongoing at the moment. The first one, that's I think for like the Aussies, is up and going.
Oh shit, yeah, that's right. Oh god, can't believe it's already happening. Have we been registered yet, or...?
Can't until half hour before our race slot
Sector
opens.
3 is 0.6 off the pace.
Same as any other race, I think.
Wait, sorry, you guys are in session 078 or 708?
780. I mean, you should be able to join off us though. And if you can't, then it'll be full.
Oh, you know what you could do? You could join Spig's team, could you not?
It's me. I'm in his team. Me.
It's
wouldn't
my
work
team,
when
me.
It's me, myself, and I.
Exactly. All three of my personalities.
You can just join mine.
Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace.
register session has been launched, but no sub-session ID was included in the registration request.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. Does anyone have a translation, or am I speaking?
I think it's basically saying you're fucked.
Right. Okay.
Probably because it's full. It's my best guess. Possibly try joining again. Yeah, only 17 people in, but there may have been more. How many teams are registered for the session? There should be like driver heads and then like multiple people together. I think that's the team. The icons I'm referring to.
By driver heads, do you mean helmets?
Yes.
Just trying to check.
Severed driver heads.
So that's what happens to your track riders.
Holy shit, are we? Boys, are
That
we
was
on track?
148.22.
No, I just passed speed against somebody else a minute ago.
Car is on your right. Clear right.
Gotta go fast.
Right, so for my calculations, just looking at your times, Boise, you...
Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace.
You've done 24 laps. Okay. Which means you saved 3.
I'm just gonna join some random practice.
Things it's hard to tell how my lap times were because traffic and incidents and.
No, I can see where you clearly boxed because I'm looking at the replay, and then I'm looking where you left. You left on lap 0, so that counts as a lap. So lap 1 is lap 2. So and you pitted on lap 20.
Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace.
Well, not your in lap, but you crossed the line on lap 23. So you ran 23,
Car on your left.
23 laps.
Clear left.
You were on target
Okay.
on your first run, and you're still doing your second run right now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so the problem with that whole subsession ID thing was actually because I was trying to register for the actual low-speed racing team.
That puts you 1.9 seconds off the leader's pace. That last lap was a 148.11.
That's still full.
Yeah,
Thanks for that story, even though the ending was the same.
don't worry. Just keep me all updated. Look,
Hanging on every word.
yep,
I was as well.
Your fuel saving, Shrike.
Yeah.
Your times are really good.
welcome to the Adam BM Quinn team.
What about me, Wolf? Are my times good?
Well, you're quite good because you're in the 48s as well. 49s,
Sector 1 is
fine.
0.5 off the pace.
Yeah, I can see where you were struggling to start with, but then your times come down. It's quite funny. When did you pit? Mind you, your first run was Spollicked, wasn't it?
What,
Talking to
what?
me?
Talking to me?
Yeah, your first.
We both said you talking to me, and he
Which
said
one?
yeah.
Which one?
Schmucker Biggs.
Biggs.
Just trying to say we all sound alike.
No, I'm just saying, Biggs. Your first run was fucked by someone, wasn't it?
Yeah, at the end.
So that's why it doesn't look right.
Oh my god. I think every session is full.
You're now 1.7 off the pace.
You're on your 15th
Sector
lap.
3 is 0.6 off the pace.
Biggs.
It says live 7.4.
grip's bigger.
8.8.
Should you will be
Remember,
nice.
it's more relevant down start-finish stretch.
I'll come back.
Alright, I'll let you know.
He didn't say thank you.
Probably because he's timed out again already. Give it a 10 or something.
Anyone know what the current temperature is?
73 Celsius.
What? Bananas?
73 Celsius. The tyres are now actually liquid.
Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace.
Okay, so
Higher
you
than
are
not very high.
starting your 16th lap now, Biggs.
6.9 and 8.1.
I managed to
That's
get
enough,
into a practice
that's enough.
session.
Yay!
The melting point of
That's what?
rubber is somewhere
That's
between
enough,
360 and
that's fine.
316.
Target.
Celsius?
Yes.
Okay, brilliant.
Indicated by my toys are gone, Bono.
Where's my DAS?
Focus.
Where's my DAS?
Focus.
Ford Focus?
Focus, for fuck's sake.
I've got a Focus.
Really? Is it the SD
I've got a Fiesta.
No, it's not. It's the boring normal one. It's quite a nice
Fucking
trip.
concentrate then.
Who,
Dude,
me?
Wolf, I'm hitting like peak confidence right now. Like I'm feeling pretty good right now.
Focus. Concentrate.
Something something pride, something something fall.
That was very poetic.
Thank you.
Something. Shut up.
Oh, sorry, it's not the melting point, that's
Something,
the
something
ignition
dark side.
temperature of rubber.
I hate you. Are the track temperatures actually like decent now? Or are they
Dynamic.
still?
73.
Oh fuck yeah!
Don't know. Check your session. It's
But now
different
here's the
times, isn't
thing. It's so when they create a session, this is essentially when the session will open. So 30 minutes from this, like when the practice session you're joining is the time of day that the real race session that you join will be at. But
Sector
if you
2
notice
is
towards the end of your
0.33
session,
off
the
the
temperatures
pace.
start to climb quite rapidly. So it's like between like hour 1, you're like, oh yeah, they're pretty consistently, and then into hour, you know, like a half an hour after that, like 45 minutes, they have risen like 6 degrees by then because the sun is really up. And I predict that in the race we'll have 100-degree track temps.
Well, 100 degree is fine as long as it's not fucking 133 again.
What?
Yeah, Bull had put up a session with generated weather and it got to 133 and we were all let slide in around like it was an ice rink.
You're currently 2.3 seconds off the pace.
Because you couldn't see it, because we were all covered in tires.
It certainly looked dramatic.
Yeah. I got loads of my sick drifts in again.
Yeah, please, less of them, thanks.
Look, I own it.
Alright, Wolf, I'm gonna give you another readout when I
Okay.
cross finish.
Sector 2 is 0.37 off the pace.
Five, 2, 6, 1.
The guy behind has just done a 147.87.
Yeah, it becomes that them numbers now become irrelevant because obviously as your fuel comes down, the estimate doesn't get 2 laps ahead of your fuel. 'cause
That's your
obviously
fastest
you
lap.
haven't got enough fuel
You're
to-
currently
So,
1.6 seconds off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.5 off the pace.
remaining and just try and cross the line. So when you put in, you have 0 point something left. If that makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
When, yeah, that's good. That's ballsy, that is. He's hanging out, he's still there. And he's dropped it. He's an idiot.
Sector 1 is 0.7 off the
Very
pace.
exciting. What happened?
I don't know if
Porsche tried to race him around the Collier.
he broke harder in the brake zone than I thought he would.
Yeah, he should have braked earlier and let you through on the apex and then follow you. But they don't seem to do that. They race you around the outside and then they suddenly go, do it. No, we're flying.
Yeah, I mean, I was lifting going to that brake zone. I was waiting for him to, he broke quickly. So then I'm like, all right, I guess I'm just going to take the inside line.
Just to confirm, we're using the same setup.
Sector 2 is 0.9 off the pace.
I think you
Trying to
are.
call.
No!
No.
Oh.
I'm gonna reiterate my previous point. If I fucking
We've been
hate
called
this
into the
car.
pits for repairs.
Same, bro.
Just get good.
So I'm not always at MP2.
What car is it the person hates?
The LMP2.
It's really weird because like Biggs is like flying around the track doing 47s now, and Schmuck's the one that's struggling like a bitch. So it's a complete.
Wait, so you said
self-defense.
I was a bitch before, Wolf? What are you trying to say,
Yes,
huh?
yes.
Oh, sick drift.
No!
I wouldn't advise doing 47s on fuel saving if you can help it, Biggs. I mean, it's good.
I'm literally just doing every lap the same as the before.
Yeah, yeah. Wait, you're saving the target, so well, we'll see. We'll make sure you are.
Surely doing 147s while saving is the absolute ideal. You're still fast and you're getting extra laps out.
I realized why I did sick drift. Didn't have the setup on.
Nice.
Off to a great start. It's the Sebring 12R _R1, isn't it?
Car.
That's good.
So
Yeah.
slow. I'm just kidding.
So really, when you come out of sunset, you should still have 3 laps of fuel left.
I have 4. 4.2
Okay.
at the moment. Hold on, I'll tell you what it is.
Laps of fuel, not fuel remaining.
Lap fuel 4.1.
Okay, that is. You may have saved 3. I don't know. Let's have a look. Yeah, you're on your 20th lap right now. This is your 20th lap you're on. So if you have
Yeah, it says
4,
3.3 remaining.
yeah, so you should be able to get the 23 laps now, which means you're bang on target.
Woo! That was got a little squirrely at a hairpin.
Yeah, but you held it.
Yeah.
That's just star points.
Completely fucked the apex on that one. Jesus. I'm starting to think. I'm starting to use my brain.
Yeah, don't.
I'll do that.
That's dangerous, mate.
Yeah, well, the thing is if you start thinking, you overthink. Just run on autopilot like you have been. So this will be the end of your 20th lap. So you should have 3 laps when you cross the line. 20th lap, yeah, should, or 2 point something.
The track temperature is increasing. It's now 75 Fahrenheit.
3.1. 3.0.
The guy ahead's last lap time is a 1:47.62.
I'll count them out when you've finished, and then I'll see if you have saved enough. You're definitely not lifting as much as I do, so... And that again was your fastest lap, which also suggests you're not lifting.
Okay. I'll try.
And that was a 47 fucking 6 for fuck's sake. That is pretty much race pace, like non-fuel saving. So lift now. Big lifts. That's it. You're getting good through tower, aren't you?
Yeah, I love it. It's my favorite corner.
Oh, you hated it not long ago.
Biggs was enjoying tower in the Lambo yesterday when we did a couple of laps together.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm still crap at it.
Yeah, that was fun. Good sleep-deprived laps in the Lambo that I haven't driven in, like, what, a month?
That was the one place on the track you were consistently faster than me. Tower. I think you really like that corner.
Oh, careful, careful.
Oh!
That's the bumps, that's the bumps.
2.0.
2.0 laps, or fuel.
Oh, 1.7 right now, sorry. Right, yeah.
Right, I'm gonna...
Live fuel.
Yep.
The guy behind has just done a 1:47.88.
Live fuel, on the right. Delta? I can't read it.
No. Right side of the gear shift, gear indicator.
Lap fuel?
Yep.
Oh? Yeah, lap fuel 1.7.
Okay, that's good. Good. So that'll be down to about 1.2 or something by the end of this lap, I'd have thought. Which means you should be able to do one more lap after this one. And then you'll box in.
So it's 0.9 across the finish is one more lap? Or 0.8?
Well, if it's laps, that means... Depends. If it's laps to go, then no, but I'll just carry on, don't matter.
Alright, live fuel says 0.9 across finish.
What does laps say?
1.1.
Oh, that's fine then. You'll be fine. You've only just scraped, literally just scraped out the bottom of the barrel the 2 laps. So you weren't saving quite enough to be comfortably in, if that makes sense.
Right, I gotcha.
But
well, I'll be
enough.
really conservative with this lap here.
I know, it feels like you lose time every time you lift the throttle, but you really don't. Don't think of it like that. Just think of it as you're gaining fuel.
Right. It's just knowing how far to hold on braking.
Yeah, so I lift about now. And I'm probably delayed, because it usually is on live.
Yeah.
Slightly.
I could be faster through tower. I keep missing the apex.
How about it? You're fast enough right now. good exit. Remember your boxing. Yeah, take it real easy here. It's easy to lose a car. Good, good, good. Just gonna wait for you to cross the line. Okay. So, laps. Let's have a look. So you're in laps 44, right. So, where the hell was it? 1.
Tires are 90, front right's 90, 95. The back rear right is 89, 89, and 95. Yeah, they're in the 90s. We're
fine.
good.
Yeah, you can easily do a triple stint if you needed to. And you got 23 laps there, so well done. And you were pretty quick. The only thing is a little bit more fuel saving would have been nice, just to be more comfortable.
Yeah, this stint I'll try to max it out.
Because what I do is I save, and then on that last lap I usually like cross the line with like 1.5.
Oh, I didn't get a look at it.
And then no. When you saw that, when you went past it and you counted 1.1, didn't you, on your last lap? That was 1.1 on your last lap when you crossed the line, right?
Yeah.
When I cross the line, it's 1.5.
Okay.
And then I don't fuel save the last lap, I just go maximum derp on the in lap. So once you know that you're comfortably saved, then you can push.
Right.
A little bit. But you have to be sure, because if you obviously if you haven't made it, then you'll lose it. But yeah, you've done well. You got the 23 laps. Well done.
Coming in the pits now with 0.3 in the tank.
Roger, that's good. I'm going to count your laps out now, so stand by.
Does anyone in the pits have eyes on how long's left in the session?
I do.
29 minutes.
29 minutes, yeah.
I might finish this fuel stint. I'll be very close. That'll be my first double. That'll be good.
Don't crash.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be done with driving for tonight.
Yeah, if you're getting in your own head, it's no good.
Yeah, I'm not too pleased with myself, so.
What?
23 laps, boysies. Well done.
Okay.
I accidentally cut off an LMP.
Lap times are good, all 47s and 8s, so on pace with me and Biggs.
But it was completely my own fault, is the thing. However, I got no damage from it, just lost control.
Now,
crack on then.
Do you both agree that fuel saving this car actually makes you drive more consistently?
Yes, absolutely. At least for me, because, you know, it's forcing me not to try and push.
Yeah, that's what makes you make mini mistakes, is when you're pushing hard.
I'm amazed by the tyres, because you're saving like a good 5 to 10%.
Yeah, it is crazy. Like, because you're driving it in so deep into sunset before, you're just destroying that left front. But now you're lifting, you're actually easing it into the corner a bit more, you know?
Wolf.
Yes?
There's no way, because you've not joined as my spotter, for you to look at what my tyres were last time round, is there? I can look at it, but I can't really do it while I'm driving. I just want to check what I did on my first stint as I've kept them.
I can have a look at your what, the tyres?
Yeah, you can't check that without being my spotter, can you?
No, I can't, no.
Okay, fine.
I was going to say I could check your laps if you like.
Oh, you can if you want to.
I'll see what you've done. Right, there you are, Mr. Silverhand.
Pardon?
Let's see what we got here. As a cyberpunk joke. So your 403 was obviously your pit. with
Yeah,
repairs.
because I had a minute of repairs because of a
Yep.
shunt from an LMP.
No worries. That's good because that's your marker for me. And are you currently on track? You are, aren't you?
I am, yeah.
Christ, you done a 212. What happened then?
Was that the one where I
Yeah, you
got
hit the wall.
shunted?
Yeah, you hit the wall. You got.
Oh, there was one where I had a little bit of a tiz and out of tier 5.
Little bit of a tank
Turn
slapper.
5.
The funny one there, right, is you initially you saved it, but
I know, and
you,
then I overcorrected.
well, no, it weren't that. You got back straight onto the power and that unsettled it again.
Yeah.
But
Fuck, my ass can
overall,
only take 2 stints.
your ass.
Oh, my ass hurts. My coccyx.
Oh my god, my ass!
Get a bloody pillow.
Change the driving
Yeah,
position,
that's
mate.
what I'm sitting on. I've got a pillow.
Literally, get a pillow.
That is actually not a bad shout. Why didn't I think of that?
Because
Because
sometimes the
you're
easiest things are the hardest to think of.
Again, what's with the poetics tonight?
Your
That's just who I am, mate.
quite consistent, at least. You're consistently like fucking 2043, 2042, 2042, and then you've done a few 203s as well. So I don't know what's quick for you guys, eh?
I mean, in these
202,
conditions I'd like to
203.
be doing a 202, but I'm also on second stint tyres, so the
Also,
girl
your
wouldn't be expecting
car,
it.
your car is also bent.
Yeah, from when the LMP shunted me.
Yeah. Which doesn't help. The one thing I don't like about the Lamborghini right now is the sound. Like,
It sounds alright.
the
Sounds alright
sound,
from the outside.
sound is nice, right? But it's nothing like real life.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll never be.
Like the sound is it's a nice sound, but it annoys me because it's nothing like the real car in the real world.
Whinge, whinge, whinge.
Yeah, I know, but it's upsetting. ACC does a good damn job on sounds. That's one thing they do well.
Yeah, I will agree. Very nice sounding. All the clunking and the sort of the non-exhaust noises are nice too.
It also sounds like you're listening to it in a very empty metal box. In ACC, which is what you are. You know, the engine is it's coming to your ears via a massive echoey metal box.
Yeah. And what I really like is the reverbs off the walls. What my favourite car for long
Shit,
distance
am I the only one left in the
racing
server?
No, I'm still
is
driving.
Bentley. I love that car for long distance, the Bentley.
Don't like the rear lights on it. Bit weird.
Yeah, like the oval things, but the actual driving of the car is nice.
Hey, Bob.
Plus, you're on the right hand side. Of the
I'm very
car.
disappointed with myself.
Love the AMG.
You hungry?
Blech.
You fall
I
asleep?
mean, the car is good. I mean, it is a good car. I don't mind the look of it actually. I think it looks alright. I'm not so much of a fan of the new 2020 version of the look of the front end. But I prefer the older, the older, smaller front grille, because now it's just huge, like gaping mouth.
Maybe just because I'm so youthful, I love the 2020 one.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So useful.
I have the consistency that I wanted.
What are you saying?
Bloody child.
And my wheels fucking up.
No, what also I like about ACC is the sound difference between the Audi and the Lambo is spot on. They got that absolutely right. Because I know they run the same engines and everything, but they do actually sound different from one another.
Sorry to cut across you, but oh my god, a guy has joined my session with the best name ever, Holger Messerschmidt.
As the German.
Probably.
Yeah, definitely a Nazi, 100%.
Hey, Wolf, how many instances do I have?
Incidents. You have. Hang on, let me just find you for a second.
An infinite number.
Spig, are you in early tonight? Because you got to go to work tomorrow.
I've got to go to work at like 6 p.m. now tomorrow, so I'm not going to bed early.
Nice.
I'm trying to play some Ground Branch tonight.
Should we get a session rolled in now then, Schmuck?
I have to eat
I've been
dinner.
doing it the last few nights.
Oh my god, fucking Jesus
Well, I've still got like 20
Christ.
minutes of driving to do. I can join you after that.
Fucking humans need
Yeah,
to eat.
and I'm
Oh,
here
wait.
too, guys.
Well, we need you to join.
Is that actually good now, Ground Branch?
It's still getting there. I mean, it's a
Because,
fun
yeah.
game. If you have it now, I would still play it.
It has an acceptable level of jank.
You ready to eat them?
And some of the jank is hilarious.
Some of the jank is very good.
That's 20 minutes to go.
Because yeah, I played it when it was like
do you
really,
think of this
really early stages, and it was quite buggy as fuck.
It still
You were
is.
there before it was cool.
I do love the customization of the weaponry.
That's
and the
what I'll be in
loadout.
for 12 hours.
It's like a
12
fancy dress
hours,
party.
I'll be up here, and then I'll come down to make
Yes.
chicken sticks.
Well, it used to be a game of how many lasers can I put on my weapon, and now they took that away, so you can
You
only
managed
put
to get
like
3 on.
one of each type.
I
Sharp
put
managed 3
3
torches
lights
yesterday.
on the other day and had the sun on the end of my rifle.
I'm actually doing a lot of MI8 and DCS now.